get it, big. But meet your man, Louis T. Welcome to the Draft Prospects 101 series, your guide to some of the biggest and hottest names of the 2019 NFL Draft. We're talking quarterback, and we're looking at Missouri quarterback Drew Lock today, 6'4", 225, a four-year starter essentially out of Mizzou, 46 games career as a starter, and that is an astronomical number, especially when you're looking at the quarterbacks in this draft. This guy has the most experience of all of them. And if you're talking about the quarterbacks, the top tier guys in this draft, he's my favorite guy outside of Kyler Murray. If you looked at my top 5 quarterbacks ranking of 2019, you'll see that Drew Lock was second on the list behind Kyler Murray. And so I think very highly of Drew Lock. He's got NFL superstar written all over him. And I think he is the type of guy that can come in and change the fortunes of a franchise and change it rather quickly. And so there's some things he's got to clean up. You know, some of the turnovers are alarming, but when you talk about all of the things you're looking for, poise in the pocket, the ability to drive the football down the field, hitting the deep ball with consistency, and athleticism that allows him to make plays off schedule. There's so much to like here with Drew Lock. Let's get to his film. Remember, we're watching everything in slow motion to give you a chance to see what I see. And this is all through my lens as we take a look at some games from 2017 and some games from 2018 with Missouri quarterback Drew Lock. So let's roll this as we start in 2017 versus Auburn. And this first play, I told you he doesn't miss the deep ball very often, but he is human and does miss the deep ball. This is one he'd like to have back. I need him to hit this. His receiver breaks free late. You got to have that one. And he underthrew that one severely, but you don't see that from him very often. But as I say that, here's another opportunity for a deep shot. And here is yet again another miss by Drew Lock. You won't see many more of these, though. I promise. I know I said that to start off, and he's missed 2 right out of the gate, but you won't see this very often from him as his receiver was wide open there. That needs to be a touchdown, and Drew Lock knows that. But then you see some athleticism here. They go with the speed option here, and he fakes the pitch and then gets up the field. And he shows the athleticism that I told you that Dwayne Haskins, a guy like that, lacks. And then I love the fact that he knows how to slide and get down out of harm's way, so he's not taking a brutal hit late in this play. So you go to the next play, and this is picture-esque pocket presence and delivery. I mean, with protection, it doesn't get much better than that. Look at that throw. It doesn't get much better than that, folks. And I'll tell you who he reminds me of. That play right there to me is exactly why I think he reminds me of the guy that I think his comp is in the league. But here's another play where he just flat out doesn't identify blitz off the edge. He doesn't identify pressure to set up his protection correctly, nor get the football out fast enough. And you'll see this with quarterbacks in college, especially not seeing the pressure. He just doesn't identify this at all and gets crushed. I don't know how he doesn't fumble the football here, but that's something you just can't have. He's got to identify pressure better than that and make sure that, and the ball did actually come out there. He's got to make sure he's better than that moving forward. So you go from that game to 2017 versus Georgia. So you're on the road, hostile environment against a team that is much better than you. Look at the records. All right. Missouri's 1-4 at this point. Georgia's 6-0. And we know Georgia in 2017 ultimately played in the national championship game. So he was overmatched in this game. And that's what you'll see a lot of times with Drew Lock. He was overmatched. But that's why I love Drew Lock, because he gave his team a chance despite having the deck pretty much stacked against him in a lot of these games in the SEC. But nonetheless, let's take a look at him versus Georgia in this football game. And he actually played a hell of a first half and gave them a chance. There was a throw at the end of the first half that cost them. But here, he's in the pocket kind of crumbling around him. Look at this throw, guys. Come on. Are you serious? Look at this throw. I mean, that's right there. And when you see this again, Emmanuel Hall, who you should also be looking at during this breakdown, because he's a receiver that, if you're looking for a speed receiver, he's a guy that can get it done at right around 200 pounds and 6'2". He can run. Okay. He ran a 4.39 at the combine, but nonetheless, on this play, you'll see Emmanuel Hall just slightly, ever so slightly, slows down after he breaks free from the cornerback. And you watch him, he gets a little push there from Roquan Smith. And right here, he just throttles it down just a bit, and then he sees the football, tries to speed back up. And look where that ball lands. If he keeps running fast, his fastest, he's probably going to run right under that ball. And Locke knows there was an opportunity for a deep shot there that they just missed. But nonetheless, he comes back and gets it anyway. Here, look at this, guys. Look at this throw. Nice pocket. Watch him step into this one and launch it. Look, and now he's getting hit. So he's standing in as he's getting hit. 63 air yards. 63 air yards. Touchdown. That is gorgeous right there. 63 yards in the air, folks. That's arm strength. I don't know what else to tell you, but that is beautiful right there as Locke delivers a touchdown. You'll see more of that as we go on. And so we go to the next one. And this right here, this is a beautiful pocket. Nice throw, nice presence, good base, good ball placement. I mean, that's exactly how you want to do it. And that's tight, sticky coverage. You can't do it much better than that. They give him the protection he needs. He steps into the throw and makes an accurate throw where his big tight end can go up and get the football. And so let's take a look at this again from Drew Lock as he makes a gorgeous throw to AO, his tight end that he trusts an awful lot. And you see why when he makes plays like this. So he wins right here, goes to the outside, and Locke gives him a ball that he can go up. Look, undercut by the defender, can't get up because that ball is perfectly placed. That's good stuff there by Drew Lock. And so you go to the next play. I talked about the deep ball. Here's another one. Guy coming into the screen there. At his legs, Locke still steps into it right there in stride. That ball being in stride allows the receiver, Emmanuel Hall, to not only catch it, but accelerate away from the cornerback and also beat the angle of the safety. That's what a ball perfectly placed on the money will do for you. That was 45 air yards right there for Locke. Now, we go to this throw right before the half. Look at the score, guys. 21-24. Georgia is up 24-21. They're right in this game right before the half. And Locke makes a big boo-boo. You can't make that throw there. That decision is just ill-advised and unnecessary over the middle in triple coverage. That's one of those times where I look at Locke and I say, bruh, what the hell were you thinking there? That pass wasn't open. That decision wasn't a good one. There was nothing to be had there positively. You can't make that throw or decision. And you see it on the face of Drew Lock here as he goes to the sidelines. Look at Drew Lock. He's going to look up at the big board there, see the replay, and realize, what the hell was I thinking? What was I doing there? I can't make that decision. And so watch Locke here as he takes his helmet off and looks up and sees what he just did. God damn it. He knows. He knows. That's not a good decision by him. So we're still in 2017 as we move on to the next game. And that's the thing I love about Drew Lock is he's in the SEC. You don't get weeks off. So even on the road versus a 4-7 Arkansas team, it's going to be tough, okay? Because it's the SEC and everybody has athletes. And so you're on the road and you're looking to finish off this season with a bang going into the bowl game. And Drew Lock is on the road against Arkansas. Let's see how he fares in this football game here as we roll the footage to start off. And unlike the previous two seasons where they weren't bowl eligible, Locke has them bowl eligible and looking for more. And you get a read option here and he pulls it. And this is just a little look at the athleticism. And we'll get another view of this from the back end. And I talked about the lack of athleticism that comes with the package of Dwayne Haskins. Well, Locke is a really good athlete. And he showed that at the combine as well with his 40 time that was in the 4.6s. This guy can move. He's faster than Carson Wentz. He's faster than Andrew Luck and all these guys that we compare him to in terms of athleticism. He's faster than these guys. And so here you get a false start. an offside. So you get a free play. Locke takes advantage of the free play and rips one deep. And you're looking at 51 air yards here on a false start offsides. And we'll take another look at this. Locke is in the shotgun, identifies one-on-one coverage with his speedster wide receiver on the outside, Emmanuel Hall, and he's able to hard count him, fake the clap. You know, they clap in college football. So he fakes the clap. The edge rusher buys it, bites down on the fake. Here it is. Oh, fake. Got him. Snap the ball. Now we got a free one, fellas. Let's go eat right now. Okay, I got a free play. Let's go eat. So now he knows I got one-on-one and I got a freebie. Why not let it rip? So that's exactly what he does. 51 air yards. This is a beaut, guys. This is an absolute dime right here. That's touchdown, man. You can't do much better than that. That's Aaron Rodgers-esque right there. So you give me one deep ball. I say that's nice. I said it was so nice. I'd like to see you do it twice. So what does he do? This time with pressure all around and a guy at his knees, he delivers another absolute strike. This time 56 air yards. Let's look at this one again as Locke throws this one. And you see he's on the seat of his pants. Why? Because he got hit as he was throwing this one. This was a gorgeous deep ball. And he threw it. Oh, yeah, give me a little bit of swag. This guy's dripping swag, too. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But look at this. He's got a defender coming backside at his knees. Boom, he goes down. But look where this ball is, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, that is perfect execution. Even Bret Hart would be proud of that right there. And so that's 2 deep balls in a row on 2 consecutive possessions. And so here's another gorgeous throw, this time to the sidelines. Look at this ball placement. Oh, my goodness. You can't do it much better than that. On a 3rd and 13, no less, with pressure in your face. Look at this ball placement, guys. He gets hit on this play, stares down the gun barrel, delivers this football. Look at that ball placement. Foot in. That's a catch, guys. And that leads to points right before the half. So that's big-time football right there from Drew Lock. But right here, though, this is not big-time football. You get a green dog blitz, a late blitz by the linebacker. Running back stays in the block. Drew Lock doesn't realize that late pressure is coming. He sees it last second, and he panics. He throws the football up for grabs. You can't do that when you're in scoring position. He has to know better. That is a terrible decision right there. Let's take a look at this again. Running back stays in, so that gives the linebacker freedom to come in on a green dog. And he comes up the middle and pressures Drew Lock. And Lock just doesn't respond to this well. Throws off of his back foot. Ball is sailed, and there's nothing there. You know, if you're going to throw that ball, it needs to be towards the back of the end zone, back by the goalpost. It's a bad decision, bad throw, and that cost his team there an opportunity to score. But here, look at the score, guys. 3rd and 7, game on the line. Look at that throw against the blitz, no less. All right. Look at this again. This is a blitz, guys. They're coming here with pressure. He's got pressure in his face, takes a shot. 3rd and 7, game on the line. I got to have it. Come on, guys. That's big time. Game tied at 45 with 3 minutes left. 3rd and 7, big time football there, guys. Big time football there by Drew Lock. So now we move on to the bowl game in 2017 against Texas. And this one was fun to watch because it was not going well for Drew Lock and this Missouri offense early in this football game. As a matter of fact, this first play that I'm going to show you, as you can see, they're already down 14-0, and we're almost into the second quarter. They don't even have a first down to their name at this point in the game. They're struggling, folks. They are struggling. But Lock, unfazed by the early struggles of this offense, starts to get them going and gives them a chance in this game. They would ultimately lose this football game, but and Luck did not play his best in this game, might I add, against a very dangerous Texas defense. However, he competed. He gave him a shot, but it was not his best effort in this game, as you will see throughout. But he did do some things that gave them an opportunity to compete in a game that they were struggling in, especially from an offensive standpoint early on. So let's take a look at Drew Lock here on their first down. Remember, we're almost in the second quarter, and they haven't had a first down yet. And so here, this is one he'd like to have back. Even though it ends up being a completion, they do a little read option there. Ball is, oh my goodness. You hit him in stride, he's still running. And maybe the cornerback catches him from behind. But with that kind of wide open target, you would love to hit him where he can stay on his feet and catch that football. Nonetheless, you take a look at this one. This is my favorite Drew Lock pass in this game right here. And this is what I have affectionately dubbed dime, right there as you see, dime and grime. And so right there, he kind of rolls out of the pocket like a semi rollout, stops, sets his feet, throws a perfectly placed football. And then look at the grime here, folks. Look at him dripping this swag. Secure the bag. Texas did not like that. As a matter of fact, their coach, Tom Herman, did a little bit of securing the bag at the end of the game after they were able to pick off Lock and secure the victory. They secured the bag thereafter, but Lock Trips that swag, man. That's why I love this guy. But look at this play here. Extend the play, dump it down. Nothing wrong with a 7, 8, 9, 10-yard gain on 2nd and 8. Nothing down the field. Extend, dump it down. First down, let's move the sticks. It's a small play, but it's big time football from a quarterback. Seeing that nothing's there and getting it to a guy underneath. But this is a big no-no right here. This interception, Locke stares down the slant and allows a guy to come underneath and pick it off. That's a no-no there by Locke. As you can see, with the time in the game left and the situation where they're deep in their own territory, you just can't make that kind of mistake. You stare that slant down, you invite the corner to come up and bite on that and eat it up. And he threw a bad ball there. And at the time, you're down 10 with 3 minutes left. You can't afford that kind of mistake. And that's what prompted Tom Herman and company to have a little fun in securing the dub after getting the win in the bowl game. So now we fast forward to 2018. And this is Drew Lock, to me, the best version of Drew Lock, with Derek Dooley as his offensive coordinator. Josh Heupel, his former offensive coordinator, takes the job at UCF and opens the door for Derek Dooley to come in of the Dallas Cowboys. And Derek Dooley was once head coach at Tennessee, went to the NFL with the Cowboys, and he brought with him a pro-style offense. And I thought it really helped the maturation of one Drew Lock in 2018. He really started to explore all levels of the football field. You saw more NFL route concepts. I thought under Josh Heupel, it was a lot of underneath, early, and deep. So to me, it was feast or famine. Either they were going to hit something underneath and try to get it in the hands of a playmaker early, or they were going to go for the gusto. And I thought you saw a lot more of, working all levels of the football field in 2018. And you start to see it here against Purdue in what turned out to be one hell of a football game. Let's take a look at Drew Lock in this game. And so we start off here with just a beautiful deep ball. I told you this guy doesn't miss the deep ball very often. Here's one here over the outside shoulder of Emmanuel Hall. He did get injured on this play, did Hall, and it would hurt them because not only did he get injured and he finished this game, but it hurt him for the next few weeks because he was out the next couple of games. I'll make sure to make mention of that as we move forward. But that's a gorgeous throw right there over the outside shoulder. And so here, they drop 8. They rush 3 because it's 3rd and 9. Okay, so they want to rush 3 and drop 8. Go be great. They're giving you time. Go be great. And so what does he do? Throws a touchdown strike. So I love that. They rush 3 and they drop 8 in zone coverage with all kinds of time. Don't panic. Stand back there tall and eat them up. And that's what I wanted to see him do, and that's what he did there. So this next play, it's Drew Lock extending the play, and that's what you have to do in the red zone. Either you have to throw with timing and anticipation, you have to throw it into tight windows, or you got to do this. You got to extend. Now, this isn't a completion here on 3rd and 8, but look at him extend. He's directing traffic and then throws it all the way back across his field, across the field. It's incomplete, but he gave his receiver a chance. And that's what you got to do in the red zone. Now, again, you don't want turnovers coming because you're trying to do too much, which we will see later on in this game. But you do want to see guys extending plays and trying to make something out of nothing sometimes. So here on this next play, look at the eye manipulation and then a TD strike here. This is gorgeous by Drew Lock. As we'll take another look at this. This is textbook right here. And that's a gorgeous throw by Lock. So watch Drew Lock's head. He's looking on the opposite side. He knows he wants to come backside, and look at this. Got him. Safety bit like hell. You see the safety trying to come in late? Drew Lock got him to bite all the way to the opposite side of the field, open up, and then boom, backside, bang, 8, got him. That's how you do it right there, folks. That's gorgeous. That's good stuff by Drew Lock there, manipulating the safety over the middle of the football field. Now you got a 4th and 8, okay? 4th and 8 at this point of the game. Their coach is rolling the dice, so you need your quarterback to come up, and they're going for the gusto down the field, throwing the receiver open. Look at this. Climb the ladder. Look at that. Slightly underthrown ball where his guy can adjust and the defender doesn't know where the ball is, and your guy does. That's gorgeous. Look at the coach. This is when you know you're doing some stuff right. When your head coach is pumping the fist like that, that means you're doing something right there. Your coach is loving it. That's some good stuff by Drew Lock there. And now, using the wheels for the touchdown. Oh, they bite down on the read option? I think I'll take it myself. That's where you see the athleticism of Drew Lock shining through right there as he gets in the end zone and gets 7 for his team. So now, when you look at this next play, this is a good play here, though, throwing on the move. Now, you'll see Lock got some time back here, not what he likes. So he gets out of the pocket, extends. Look at this dart he throws, guys. Look at this right here. Boom. Guys posted up on the sideline. He gives them a shot short of the first down, but it gives your coach something to think about. Should we go for it? Should we not go for it? That's a good throw by Lock there. But this is when things start to unravel here. Bad interception. Trying to do too much. Look at the score, guys. You're up 3, 7 minutes. You're in the red zone, 3rd and 10. You're at least getting a field goal out of this. Don't do it, Drew. Don't do it, Drew. He tried to do too much there. And maybe he was open with a little bit more air, but you just can't make that mistake. You know how I talked about earlier, making sure you extend plays and you don't do too much, but you want to give yourself a chance in the red zone. That was an example of doing too much. But look, I want to show you something here as we pause it. You look at the game, all right? You got this thing knotted up at 37 apiece. There's 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. 2nd and 10, all right? You need it. There's no other way to say it. You need it. Look at Drew Lock extend this play and make something out of nothing. This is what you call it. Late in the game, your team needs it. There's nothing there. You create and you make something out of nothing. Let's take a look at this. Lock, under duress, escapes pressure. Look at this. Get off me. I got to make something for my team. I got to make a play. Dumps it down to the back. And look at all this space for the back. That was created by Drew Lock. And his ability to extend that play, take nothing and make something out of it. And he gave his team a chance in this game. They would ultimately lose, but not because of Drew Lock. That is for certain. So now we move on to another game in 2018, this time versus South Carolina on the road. No Emmanuel Hall, his big deep threat wide receiver, as I told you, injured his groin in the loss to Purdue. Also out, though, is his other top 2 receivers in addition to his best receiver. So you're down your top 3 targets in this game on the road versus South Carolina. Hey, Drew, good luck. You're going to need it. Let's see how he fares on the road versus South Carolina without his top 3 targets. So let's roll the footage. And on this first one, your deep threat isn't there, so he's probably not going to go deep, right? Wrong. It's Drew Lock, and the guy throws a beautiful deep ball. So they move the pocket slightly, resets his feet, and lets her rip. 49 air yards here. Tight coverage. Who cares? Lock throws a gorgeous BB down to the 1 yard line versus tight coverage. Here, pressure. Got to step up a little bit. Reset the feet. Throws this in stride. Look at that. Pass interference. All right. That's beautiful right there by Drew Lock. Climbing the pocket beautifully, manipulating it, and getting it to a receiver that allows him to draw pass interference. Here, they got the pocket moving with Lock, and watch him throw it on the move. That's gorgeous, guys. That's touchdown. Got to catch that football. Again, your top 3 targets are down, so you don't have the guys that normally produce for you. That's got to be 7. Look at this again. This got to be 7 right here. I really don't know what else this receiver wants Drew Lock to do on this play. But right there, that's, I don't know where else you want that football, but that's gorgeous, guys. On the move, and throwing that with extreme accuracy there. That's gorgeous by Drew Lock. How about him extending the play as a playmaker? You're going to see him do that here. All right. So South Carolina showing blitz, but they drop. They still rush forward, but they drop. But Lock doesn't like what he sees. They've done a good job of taking away his first read or 2. So what does he do? He extends the play and just throws a nice little gorgeous loft job over the defense. And there's a big play. Extend the play, make something when there's nothing there initially. And so you'll see this again from the overhead view. Lock in the pocket. They confuse him a little bit with this when they drop. And he thought that pressure was coming all out, and he thought he was going to have AO across the field on a dragger. Not there. Okay. So he escapes the pocket, buys time, and good job by his receiver of breaking off his route and making himself available. And then boom, Lock with a gorgeous throw there to lead him up the field to get additional yardage after the catch. So now we're moving the pocket again. You know, you get that one and let's move the pocket again. So now you get a completion here. Boom. On a 3rd and 5, you move the pocket, accurate throw, get you 6 on 3rd and 5 and move the sticks. So, we'll get a look at this again. They move the pocket out wide. Locke sets and fires. That's gorgeous. Quickly in rhythm with the play. So boom, he can get that first down, get that 6 yards on 3rd and 5 and move the sticks. Here, you see a situation where they move the pocket slightly. Locke manipulates the defense and then throws a dart. We'll get another look at this because this is pretty, because you get to see him reset his feet and then have some nice touch over the middle of the football field. You know, when you throw back across your body, you make a mistake, you pay for that mistake. Well, watch him slightly move the pocket, reset the feet there, and then throw it with nice touch over the middle of the field to his tight end that allows him to protect himself, get down, and get some extra yardage inside the 5. That's great execution there by Drew Lock. But here, this is a tight window throw. In the red zone, I told you got to throw in the tight window. Right now, the ball should have been out. Ball should have been to the receiver. He wanted to see that receiver come open on that slant. That should have been thrown way earlier. And now we're in a monsoon, folks. And there's no excuse for this. Monsoon, sunny day, a blizzard. You can't do this. That's what you can't do. I don't know what he's looking at there. I don't know what he's anticipating, but you can't do that. Look, it's 24-23 at that point in the game. That can't happen. It just can't. He's got to be better than that. Down by your own goal line, you much rather punt that football. That was horrible. And here, the game is on the line. And I want you to take another look at this. So let's take a look at this. They come with pressure to South Carolina. Game's on the line. I'd like him to go up top of the screen. You got one-on-one. Don't go over the middle. He trusts his tight end AO, and he should. But over the middle with 2 defenders there, I'd much rather see him go up top to the one-on-one coverage on that bang 8. I just think there's a better chance of you completing that pass than the one he threw down to his tight end, backing off his back foot, which is something that people don't like with Locke. I don't have a problem with it, especially when he completes the passes that he does. And so that's just an unfortunate situation there. They came with pressure. They couldn't block it, and Locke wasn't able to get it done. So now we fast forward to Alabama on the road. And we know it's Bama's defense. We know what time it is. So we already know Drew Lock is at a distinct disadvantage. And to make matters worse, his best wide receiver, not available in this game. So he's got to get it done without Emmanuel Hall in this game. And so his first pass of the game, what does it look like? Okay, let's take a look and see. So Lock drops back, throws the football, and it's picked off. And that right there is bad ball placement by Drew Lock. That needed to be back shoulder towards the sidelines. He threw it inside, didn't give his receiver a chance. And a aware play there by Savon Smith, cornerback for Alabama, picks it off and makes him pay. Takes it all the way inside the 5-yard line. So that's not a way to start against Alabama. But unfazed by the mistake, he goes right back to the same exact play. Look where this ball is now. It's high and inside, giving his big tight end an opportunity to go up and get it. And that's textbook, guys. That's picturesque there. So watch Lock here. Almost the same exact play, different result, different tight receiver. This time it's the tight end. But he throws this one up, gives his receiver a chance to go climb the ladder and go up and get it. That's nice. That's a big-time 3rd down throw there by Drew Lock with his team already down 10-0. So this is an easy miss. You can't afford this. Backpedaling. This is when people talk about bad footwork with Drew Lock. This is what they're talking about right here. Essentially, this is an easy dragger. You'd like to get that in the hands of your guy and see if he can't turn up on 2nd and 8, get you into a much manageable 3rd down situation. Where are you going here? Look, the pocket is clean. Where are you going? Why are you backpedaling and side shuffling? Where are you going? Just stand still and deliver an accurate ball. What are you doing? That's one of those situations where you just ask Drew Lock, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing, bruh? And so this right here, though, is vintage Drew Lock. You want to rush 3 and drop 8? Okay. Go be great, man. Go be great. Eat it up. Yum, yum. Eat them up. Yum, yum. Eat them up. Yep. Direct traffic. They're giving you all the time in the world you need to go and be great. There it is. Beautiful throw. They want to drop 8, go be great. And so you'll see it from this back end zone camera angle. This is gorgeous, man. You want to drop 8 and rush 3? Okay, cool beans. Offensive line gives him plenty of time, picks up all kinds of stunts and twists. Direct traffic. Hey, tell your receiver, yeah, go over there, go over there. Okay, yeah. You coming across the back line of the end zone? I got you, bro. I got you. That's what you do. They rush 3, drop 8, make them pay. He ate this up. And we saw him do that against Purdue as well. So I love that, the fact that he is willing to stand in there and make a play when they drop 8. This time, he needs to get rid of the football. You can't fumble here. You just got to be stronger with the football. This is inexcusable. You can't fumble the football there. You see that pressure coming, and it's 20-10 at this point. Like, you're still in the game right now. This can't happen. He's got to find a way to either throw that away or just take the sack and eat it. But you can't fumble there. That can't happen. It's 3rd and not long here now. It's 3rd and 14. Look at this ballsy throw, guys. That corner is right there. And look at that ball placement. Safety coming over the top. He can't get there because of where that ball is placed. Man, is that gorgeous. This is a misread here on 3rd down. And this play is drawn up for the running back to get the football. And he comes wide open and Locke just leaves him too soon. So look at this. The running back is in the backfield. He's the primary target here. Watch Locke stare him down initially. And you'll see Locke's head. And Locke wants to get it that way, but he just instead comes off. And he should have waited. He was open. But that's a misread. That's one that he probably wanted back after he was able to watch film. And then here's a situation where you just can't take this sack. You just can't. Not in the end zone. Not for a safety. You got to throw that away. You just got to get rid of that. You know, he pump fakes. And just chunk it out of bounds at that point. You just can't afford to take a sack there and give up free points. So I saved the 2 best Drew Lock games for last. To me, the best performance I saw from Drew Lock in his career was right here in the swamp versus Florida. Florida had one of the most ferocious defenses in all of the nation, not just in the SEC, but in the nation. And he went in there and systematically took them apart. He had his receiving core back intact. Emmanuel Hall and company were all back for him. And he put on a show in this game. He put on a clinic. And I thought that this was his best performance at Missouri. You could argue that his final game in the bowl game versus Oklahoma State, as you'll see here in a second, was also a dynamite performance by him. But that wasn't on the road. That wasn't against the Florida defense. You know, in the swamp, this is impressive here. So let's roll the footage and take a look at what Locke's able to do here. So he's able to use his legs here to pick up a first down at 2nd and 5. And he doesn't like what he sees. And this is what you don't get from Dwayne Haskins, the ability to extend a play, pick up yardage using your legs, and get a first down. You just don't get that from Dwayne Haskins. The other quarterbacks, Ryan Finley and the West Virginia quarterback, Will Greer, they don't have this ability right here. You know, you see it with Daniel Jones, but Daniel Jones isn't this fast. So, but you see it with Daniel Jones, but you just don't see these quarterbacks being able to do this, and Locke can. So this is a beautiful deep ball here, 38 air yards. Look at this throw right here, guys. Right over the corner. Boom. There's Emmanuel Hall back in action, and you got to step on the defensive back. I need it right in stride. I love it. That's Drew Lock for you. Now, here's an easy miss on 3rd down. Like, you can't have this. Got enough pocket, you know, got enough time. What are you doing there, bro? Like, you can't miss that one. That's a 3rd down throw. I got to have it. Can't miss that one with a clean pocket and an easy window to throw that into. But he rebounds. He climbs the pocket here and delivers a dime. And he's kind of falling forward as he throws this. Look at where this ball is, guys. Keep in mind what that pocket looked like. He had to climb the pocket. He was kind of on the move, leaning forward, off balance. Look at this again. You know, people trash him for his footwork. This wasn't the best footwork in the world, but you know what this was? A dime and a touchdown. That's all it was. Climbing the pocket. And look at that. Look at this throw, guys. Come on, man. Stop your nonsense, Drew Lock. Stop it. Not on the road. Don't do this to them in their own home. This one right here is Matthew Stafford-esque. Watch him change arm angles to get rid of this one on a 3rd down. And that's the conversion, folks. And it was because of the ball placement and where it was that gave his receiver a chance to catch it and get up the field. Look, this technique isn't the greatest. He's backing up, and that's not a great ball in terms of placement. If that corner is right there on the back hip, that's a knockdown or potentially a pick, but he got a touchdown there. I would prefer to see him stop moving and drifting backwards and step into that one, but okay, got the result he was looking for. Here, look at the athleticism. I talked about it earlier. You tuck it and run on a 3rd and 7 to put this game away. Look at him extend and dive. He's putting his body on the line for his team. How can you not love that? How can you not want to play harder for this guy? Let's look at this one more time. He gets outside the pocket. And now he's using the wheels. You know, that defensive back has a little bit of an angle. And Locke says, F your angle. I'm going to dive and get this first down. I love it. So now we wrap up Drew Lock's career with his final game in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl versus Oklahoma State. And this was a beaut. They did fall short. Didn't love the play calling down the stretch, especially the 4th down play where they decided to run the football with Drew Lock on a quarterback keep. Didn't love that, but Locke laid it all out on the line. And for a guy that could have easily said, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to get out of here. NFL's calling my name. I'm going to go ahead and start preparing for the combine, as you see a lot of guys do these days. He decided to go into battle with his team one more time, and let's take a look at what he did in this game. So here, we come right off the bat with a deep ball. 54 air yards here for Drew Lock, man. He throws a gorgeous deep ball. I mean, how many have we seen of these drop right into the bucket? Look at that. Come on, guys. Inside the 5. Are you kidding me? How many times have we done that today? So now you look at this quick completion. He's backing up, but that's a strike on a slant. You give it to him in a position where he can catch it and get up the field and get an additional 8-9 yards. So that's nice right there. You know, a little quick pass on the slant there. Now you get a fadeaway touchdown pass. Again, one of these situations, I'd love to just see him drive it, stick his foot in the ground and drive it, but okay, he's fading away, touchdown pass. And you'll see it again here on this second look where he's kind of fading back. And you're like, hey, bro, just stick your feet in the ground and drive that thing. Why are you fading backwards? But, hey, got the result we're looking for. And that's a gorgeous throw in between 2 defenders there, if I may say so myself. And so now you get a 3rd down beaut right here. I mean, this ball placement is, it's gorgeous here on 3rd and 4. I don't know where else you want that football with a guy trailing in trail technique there. You get your slot open. That's about as good as you can do it there, folks. We'll get a different look at this, but Lock in the pocket, hanging tough against pressure. Look, Oklahoma's bringing 6 or 7 there, and he gets the guy coming across the field. Look at that throw, guys. Come on. Stop it, Drew Lock. Stop it, man. That's nice. Here you get a tight window TD toss. And I told you, in the red zone, you got to either throw with anticipation or you got to throw into some tight windows or extend. This is a tight window throw. That defender is in great position. There's really not much more he could have done there other than maybe try to knock it away or pick it off. But even with him not looking, he's in great position, is that defender. But look where this ball is by Drew Lock. I mean, again, if I see your numbers, that means my guy's open. But good gracious, that's a hell of a throw there and a great catch by Blanton, the tight end. That off balance, Drew Lock knew it was man to man versus the blitz, and that's the bigger takeaway is he knew it was man to man versus the blitz. Saw 1-on-1 with this tight end and took advantage of it. That's a hell of a play, hell of a read, hell of a throw, and hell of a touchdown catch by Blanton there. But anyway, good vision here on this play by Lock to slide in the pocket, reset, and then deliver a dime. Sometimes in the pocket, you got to slide to create a better angle and better view of what you're looking at. And that's essentially what Lock does here. And you'll get a look at this as the pocket's clean, but I need a better look. I need a better angle at what I'm looking at down the field. So what does he do? He's dropping back. Let me just slide to my left a little bit, reset the feet, and then throw a dime back across my body. That's great football right there by Drew Lock. Wide open receiver, and you make the throw. So now we get to 3rd and 12, and this is gorgeous right here. I mean, this is what ballers do right here. So you get pressure up the middle. Lock is able to avoid and extend. Look at this dropping the bucket here, guys. Look at that. 3-4 defenders around, the one white jersey in between them. Locke finds him on the move, pinpoint accuracy. That's gorgeous, guys. Let's take another look at this. So you get a blitzer coming up the middle, and you get the immediate win against the guard. Now Locke is under duress. Got to get out of there. He does, extends, and now look at this dart he throws. Man, is that gorgeous or what? That's Drew Lock being a baller, folks. But you giveth and taketh away. 4th down and 6. I just need the completion. Look up top of the screen. Look at the top of the screen, wide open. Where are you going with the ball? You're being greedy. You don't need that. And so that one stings. If you look at the top of the screen, the guy's wide open. Wide open. But he redeems himself here. Look at this touchdown pass. Look at this Pute down the sideline. Guy's got a couple steps. Locke drops it in, allows him to catch it in stride, run away from the defender. And that's an 88-yard touchdown, folks. 88. Just like that. 88 and out the gate. And you love it. You love those types of plays. 43 air yards and allow your receiver to do the rest. And Locke chucks it. I have to wait for it slightly, but it's in stride when he catches it. And now I can just use my speed to run away from this defender. And that's exactly what Johnson does. That's Drew Lock dropping in another gorgeous deep ball. So here, this is an easy miss on a shallow cross. And you just want him to set his feet, be confident there, and make the throw on 1st and 10. They ended up punting 3 and out here. And you're down 2. You'd like to get that. You just can't afford to miss that. And they ultimately missed on a field goal attempt. And you complete that pass, you're probably getting the 1st down. Who knows? You may score a touchdown. But look at this throw. Look at that throw. All right. Game on the line. You're down 5. 3:12 on the clock. Look at that drop in the bucket before the safety help arrives. I mean, look at this. Locke standing tall in the pocket. Delivers the football. With a little bit of touch. You see that follow through? A little bit of touch. Look at that thing. Feathery. Oh, that's soft. That's drugstore cotton soft right there. Oh, yeah. They ruled that incomplete, though. They said he didn't get a foot down. Man, that looked good to me. That looked damn good to me. But nonetheless, that's a hell of a throw by Locke. But this is the one I love. This is my favorite play right here. Look at this shot he takes. 4th down. Game on the line. Down 5. 2 minutes left in the game. 4th and 3. This is incomplete. You lose. Game's over. Nothing else to talk about. Look at Drew Lock here, guys. Look at this. This is what ballers do. Blitz untouched up the middle. And Locke stands in there, stares down the gun barrel. Literally, he sees that bullet coming straight at him. Delivers the football. Watch his head bounce off the carpet here, guys. He doesn't care. He's looking to help his team win. Look at this. Boom. Still delivers a BB. That's big time football, folks. Now, so my comparison for Drew Lock is Carson Palmer, man. I just see so much of Carson Palmer in him. And I know a lot of people kill Drew Lock for his footwork. I don't think it's that big of an issue. You know, a lot of people talk about him throwing off his back foot, but he does a lot of good things off of his back foot as well. And, you know, sometimes you get the drifting, and I talked about that in this video where you see him and you're like, bro, where are you going? Just stand there and deliver. But I see so much of Carson Palmer in him in terms of his pocket presence and how he stands tall in the pocket and delivers a football. To me, there was no more beautiful pocket presence when the pocket was clean and a guy dropping back and then having a great base and just delivering it down the field than Carson Palmer. When you watch Palmer, it was like picturesque. And there are times where you see Drew Lock, you know, drop back, take a 5-step drop, set his base up, set up shop, and then deliver it down the field. And it's eerily similar. He's 6'4", 225. Carson was 6'5", 235. They're similar in height, similar in the way they throw the football. Both throw gorgeous deep balls. Palmer's deep ball was immaculate when he was on and had time. And I just see a lot of him here. And so I really like Drew Lock, and I think this guy has what it takes to excel at the next level. Remember, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the Louis T Network on YouTube and check out the podcast, Louis T Network Podcast on Stitcher, Google Music Play, iTunes, TuneIn, and the website louistnetwork.net. I'm your man, Louis T. Remember, if it's not your man T, it's not the best NFL coverage. It could be. Until next time, have a good one.
Louis T Network.